It's Jecca Blackley of Jecca Blac, and
It's okay, yeah.
I'm getting there.
It's all right. People do
And we
all
can
the
have a little
time.
fun with it. And here's Elizabeth, and of course we've got Melissa in the studio. We're going to get some secrets, some tips, for makeup by the one who knows, really knows. Okay, so Jessica.
So, yeah. Okay, so the best tip is probably if you're wanting to feminize your face, your features, and how to do so. This is probably the tip that I would give is that so you should use a technique called contouring, which is when people create shadow and highlight on the face, and it gives you an illusion of highlight and shadow, right? So, for example, you're creating a shadow on the areas that you want to hide or shadow, and then highlighting the areas that you want to highlight. So people tend to do it on cheekbones, and this is the more generic kind of contouring that you may see on the likes of YouTube and big celebrities, and everyone does it now. But it started in the film industry where you'd have to do it because of the camera work. Anyway, this contouring technique is now and can be used to feminize the face. And I would say the tip how to get this right for you is that, and this will work with probably a lot of you. I'll give 2 tips so that you can at least take one away. The brow bone here is on the male face tends to be a bit more like larger basically, and tends to be more prominent on the face. So, and you probably won't find this on your generic contouring videos, but what you want to do is you want to get the contour, which is the dark kind of part of a contouring palette. You want to get this dark color and put it lightly on here, the top of the brow, just ever so lightly. You want a small amount to tap it across, and then you want to put the highlight on top of the head, the forehead. And what that will do is it'll bring this part of the forehead forward and then put this back. And it's a subtle makeup tip, but honestly, like, it helps a lot for those who have more prominent brow. The other thing is, if you don't have a prominent brow bone, you want to look at your jawline and maybe help with it. The tip that I would give for this is that contouring on the jawline, generic contouring that you find on YouTube, like I said, is just for people to go along the jawline and make it look like you've got a sharper jawline. Whereas when you're feminizing the face, you want to round off the jawline because men tend to have a more square shaped face. So what you want to do is you want to go along the jawline with the dark color, the contour, and just soften off here by literally creating, instead of like a box, just going along and literally doing like a soft like curve and just cutting it there, and then cutting off this part of the face as well, and then blending it in, depending on what contouring products you'll do. But you can follow the technique of how to use that contouring palette specifically, like whether it was a powder or a cream, that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is these tips can be used with any contouring product. These are just 2 tips that you won't necessarily find unless you are looking at Jecca Blac. You won't necessarily find online that often. And there's 2 tips that have helped many of my clients, and people love this tip because it does actually make a difference. So hopefully that helps you.
But especially works really great if you get the sculpt and soften. Just
yeah. And the tip is in that book.
Oh yeah, great. Which once again, so every Jecca Blac makeup comes with a pamphlet, and we're not talking just a little one-liner. We're talking something for everybody, all different things needs that you may have.
Substantial. And you go to Jecca Blac.
Black.com.
And how do you spell Jecca Blac?
JECCABLAC.
Okay. And go there, and you also want to click that little help area.
Makeup help, on the top.
Yeah.
and send a
Yeah.
selfie, and we can help.
That's a secret click that you got to go to and do. All right. It's a secret. We're only going to share it, but between just like the few of us here. Okay. So anyway, Jessica, it's been such a pleasure being with you.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Just so neat what you're doing for the culture and for doing for so many men out there. I highly recommend everyone looking into this, going to your website, getting a little extra info. It's going to change your life. And that's what we're about.
Well, and we're all about, supporting each other, because it is a niche, market, and I think we all can chip in together to get.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely to
Yeah.
lovely to meet you all.
Well, wonderful. And we hope to